All right, so let's get into this trade recap. So this is a market maker buy model, excuse me, that I was looking for in the AM session. And what I called last night in the Asia session was basically, and excuse my chart for lagging a little bit, there's a lot on it right now, but basically what I wanted to see was from the Asia session, what I called last night was basically sell side liquidity being swept. Then we have a retracement up. There's no reason to come sweep out this sell side liquidity right here because that was SMT divergence, and we had a large range back upwards after we created the sell side liquidity over here. And my chart's lagging a lot, but yeah, I don't have replay mode either, so you have to bear with me. But I have the executions turned on. It's going to look annoying at first, but basically we have this 15-minute swing high that is the target for my no news Monday. And no news Mondays I don't recommend trading, but honestly, it just looked too nice to me. So now let's hop into the 1 minute and see what happened before the opening range. Before the opening range, I took a winner. I took like $170 profit on this little scalp right here up to this high. Took it off strategically before we even pierced the high just so I could take my profits early because it's a no news Monday. I don't expect everything to be hit to the T. So we come down in the opening range. I see a nice little long opportunity within the first presented fair value gap, and I'm going to extend it as we go. But we create this first presented fair value gap right here, and I see a nice little long opportunity. I take it. I get stopped out shortly after because my stop loss is right here. That was a $600 loss. So currently the profit's like 400. I mean the loss is like 430 on the day. I try another long, get stopped out shortly after with my stop loss being over here, I believe, or not over here, but it was like at the body of this. So that's another loss for like for 600, and I'm down 1,000 on the day. And I should quit trading for the day, but then I see a little opportunity here with this order block formation and the fact that price respected mean threshold, which is like even more confirmation. But I took the trade when this was trading low, so it came up, traded low, took the trade. I expected an order block formation, and I wanted to play until these highs, but I put my take profit a little bit below just so I could ensure profits because it is a no news Monday, as I've said. And basically we come up, reject off of this inverted fair value gap right here. It was inverted and we reject. And so this scared me, but what actually kept me in the trade instead of just booking some little profits, what actually kept me in the trade was the formation of this order block, which signified SMT divergence with ES. So I'm going to switch to micro S&P. And as you can see, with that order block formation, it shows that now we're going to push higher without actually sweeping out this low, and it's SMT divergence on ES as well. So that actually looked very nice to me. And once that happened, it was just clear, like, let me just stay in the trade, see what happens. Like, this is terrible choppy price action right here. If you can see this, like that price action itself is just horrific. Like seeing that is like, obviously you should not trade that, but I saw the model. I liked the model a lot. It really felt like an Asia session trade. It did not feel like a New York AM session trade because of the amount of stop hunts. And basically, after this SMT divergence, we just started to displace higher. And what I actually liked a lot about this trade is we came and traded back above this, which is what we rejected previously. It was this inverted bullish fair value gap. And once we traded above it, we came back, traded below. And at this point, I'm thinking we want to stop hunt this little liquidity right here, internal low right here. Although it's not a swing low, it's something. And then we also have this fair value gap that I want to see price hold because it's lower than this fair value gap and price has already tested it and now it's trading back through it. And I really just want to see this fair value gap hold. And it did. It held nicely. I like that a lot. We had an internal sweep right here. Then we progressively made our way back up to the buy side, and if you can see right here, the first presented fair value gap, we had a close above it on this candle, but then it's still rejected, so that was annoying. But once we came back up, we started to retest this fair value gap yet again, trade back above it, retest it. Look at how many times we retested the equilibrium. This is actually where I trailed my stops. And finally, it was the last leg up. It took us a very long time. This trade was literally an hour 20 minutes, which is a pretty long trade for an AM session. And we traded back up, and at this point I'm just like, yeah, I'm not waiting until we take this buy side. I'm just going to freaking take my profits right here. And this was a $2,400 trade. Hope you guys enjoyed the trade recap, and It kind of shows the importance of the first pretended fair value gap. Kind of shows why you should not be trading no news Mondays. That I'm a little bit of a hypocrite for trading it. It's not really part of my trading plan, but these were thoughtful executions in my opinion. Although I was stopped out a lot, they were thoughtful. I traded an order block here, traded a expectation of an inverted fair value gap on the first pretended fair value gap here, but it didn't get inverted, so that backfired. But these were thoughtful trades, and I really liked the price and I didn't like the price action, but I really liked like the fact that we're in this market maker buy model. We swept sell side, and now like this honestly just looks perfect. I'm gonna draw the semicircle so you guys can visualize it. But where's arc? Oh, no, curve. Okay, there. Yeah. So we come down, sweep sell side, and boom. Now we're just retracing to that buy side. And basically, that's just what I love to see in price action. Although, like, it sometimes doesn't get delivered as cleanly, but you can see the market is not random. It uses these levels that I marked out, this inverted fair value gap, then turned back to like it retested so many times. It retested the first presented fair value gap so many times, and it's probably even going to sweep this high and continue higher, but in a very slow pace. And we even have this fair value gap up here in the 1 minute. And yeah, that's a little market recap for today. Today I made $1,262, and yeah, here's a little execution video that you can see. This will be posted on my Instagram and TikTok as well. Thank you.